When we talk about US presidents, we tend to treat them like legends, the wise, noble men who shaped America with honesty and vision. But peel back the patriotic paint and the truth is a whole lot more complicated. Myth 1. George Washington had wooden teeth. Nope. His dentures were made of ivory, metal, and even the teeth of enslaved people. The wooden teeth story was a polite way to skip over the uglier reality. And that's kind of how a lot of presidential myths work. They make history cleaner than it really was. Myth 2. Abraham Lincoln freed all the enslaved people. The Emancipation Proclamation only applied to Confederate states still in rebellion. It didn't free anyone in the border states that stayed loyal to the Union. Lincoln's move was strategic, meant to weaken the South, not an act of pure moral clarity. He hated slavery, yes, but he also said if he could save the Union without freeing a single enslaved person, he would. Reality check. He was a politician first, abolitionist second. Myth 3. JFK was universally loved. Hollywood made him a saint, but in his time, Kennedy was controversial. He barely won the presidency, struggled with foreign policy disasters like the Bay of Pigs, and his approval ratings weren't the stuff of legend until after his death. Tragedy polished his image, but myth built his legacy. Myth 4. Ronald Reagan ended the Cold War. That's the story Americans like to tell. But the truth, the Soviet Union collapsed because of internal economic failure and years of pressure from countless world events. Not one man's speeches. Reagan's policies played a part, but he wasn't the single-handed hero of the 1980s. Myth 5. The presidency used to be more honest, please. From Andrew Jackson's violent expansionism to Nixon's Watergate cover-up, to presidents who owned enslaved people while writing about freedom. The White House has always been part idealism, part contradiction. So no, the presidents weren't perfect men leading a perfect nation. They were ambitious, flawed, and deeply human, sometimes visionary, sometimes selfish, but always wrapped in stories designed to make us feel proud. The real myth was never about the presidents. It was that we believed they were something greater than people.